We like to show in the book, in another book called Lost Tribes and Promised Land.
Right. In this book entitled Lost Tribes and Promised Lands, by Ronald Sanders. Okay, this is a very important book. This is not a book that he just sat down and wrote up himself. The proof of that is in the bibliography. And he was thinking about the native Indians. Okay, and this is what he says. It says, those Indians, he told himself, they are Hebrews. Okay? Eventually, so what happened here, I'm just going to skip all the way down. He goes out to find out about the Indians. He's in South America. This is before they had fully migrated up to the southern coast of the Americas. He gets in a canoe. He goes over to where the Indians are, and this is the situation as follows. Eventually, a canoe appeared, bearing 3 men and a woman, all of them Indians, to the place where Francisco, which is the Indian guide, and Montesinos, the white man, were standing at the water's edge. The woman got off and spoke to Francisco in an Indian tongue that Montesinos could not understand, Hebrew, although he could perceive that he was being identified in the conversation. She then turned to her male companions to explain the situation. Upon hearing her words, they arose, went over to Montesinos, and said, to his utter astonishment, said, I'm going to read it just as they have it, Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Ehad, which is Yiddish. What they really said is Shema Yasha'Allah Yahawah Alahayanawa Yahawah Ahad, meaning, Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one.
I'm going to tell you straight up.
Although he could perceive that he was being identified in the conversation.
You know how 2 people could be talking in another language, but you can tell they're talking about you? Because what they were saying is that this guy said he's your brother. That's what they were saying. He was telling the people in the canoe, the Israelites, the Indians, he said, this man is your brother. That's what he was saying. But he was speaking to them in Hebrew and he couldn't understand it.
She then turned to her male companions to explain the situation.
So then, when she finished speaking to the guide, she turned to the people that were still in the canoe to tell them that this is their brother.
Upon hearing her words
about who this man was,
they rose.
They rose out of the canoe,
went over to Montesinos.
These Indians that was in the canoe went over to Montesinos,
and to his utter astonishment,
and to his utter amazement, it blew his mind,
said,
Shema, meaning listen, hear. That's Hebrew. Come on.
Said Shema.
Shema Yasha'Allah Yahawah Alahayanawa Yahawah Ahad. That's what he said. Meaning, hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one.
That's right.
That's what he said. That's what the Indians said to him. Read.
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. They had recited